Students, in this session we are going to see about organizational buying center. Organizational buying center. What do you mean by this? Organizational buying center. We all know that in any organization, purchase decisions are basically joint decisions. Purchase decisions are joint decisions. All individuals participating in this decision making are called as decision making unit, or in short they can be called as DMU. These decision making units in any firm is very important because they are the people who decide upon the buying behavior of the particular firm. These individuals have a common goal. They have a common goal which has been preset by the objective of the company and share the risks that arise out of taking a decision. These people, do you think they will be part of an organization? Maybe or maybe not. They need not be part of the buying organization, but they play a very crucial role in the buying habit of the consumer. So these decision making processes are very important. So the marketer needs to identify all the DMUs in the organization, and understand the expectations of the DMUs by talking to them directly, by having mailers done and all this. And these DMUs, when they arrive at a consensus, they take the decision of buying a product. Now, having talked about this DMUs and the marketers, what are the roles of the DMUs in an organization? How they take a decision? There are 5 different roles that the DMUs have in an organization. The first role, the roles of DMUs. The first role is that of the actual user of the product. Next comes the influencers, decider, then the buyer, and finally the gatekeeper. These are all the roles that the decision making units have in an organization. All these put together are known as decision making units, which we saw previously. So the decision making units. Now we will just understand each and every single role in detail. First, the role is the actual user. The role of an actual user. It is the person who uses the product of the vendor. They are basically and most probably they are shop floor individuals who work in the workshop or the factories or the working area, who use the product. They could be like a foreman or a workman, lab technicians, chemists, etc. These are the people who directly use the product. So these people have their own product specification. What do you mean by own product specifications? Since they are using the product, they can recommend to the management that they want such a type of a product. They not only talks about the product specifications, they also they talk about service requirements for their vendor's product. because it's going to be them who are going to use it, and if the product fails, it is them who are going to get affected. So they also talk about service requirements and in some cases even training requirements. Here the considerations are uninterrupted working, uninterrupted working and familiarity. These are the two things which the actual user actually has in its mindset. The second set of decision making units are called as influencers. These influencers are basically a person who may or may not be a part of the company. They can be even the employees or outside the company. These are not actual users, but opinion leaders. These people give opinions which are respected by the consumer. Within the organization, the actual user can also play as an influencer, also can be influencer. Suppose if you are using a set of instruments in a factory, and you know a person from another factory who is using a different set of instruments for the same purpose. So if you think that particular instrument is giving you more outputs, then you can always influence the management to have a look at those products and you can use it. In other cases, consultants and designers also play a role. Designers play a role in decision making. Now, for example, if you want to take a construction project, the architect himself suggests brand of cement brand. So this is an example of an influencer. The architect may be an agent of the particular cement factory or not, but he suggests a specific cement brand so that he or she can work with it and the user can also work with it and get benefited. The third type of people is the deciders. The decider actually takes decision to buy, takes buying decision. He is mostly aided by the users and the influencers to take the decisions. Users and the influencers, they generally consider both the technical and economical factors, whereas the user, they don't consider the economical factors, they consider only the technical factors. But the decider considers both the technical and economic factors in decision making, and he considers commercials like price, payment options, delivery options, etc. This decision will be taken and the risks are noted and mitigation plans are prepared by the decision maker. Risk mitigation plans prepared. For this particular set of people, the higher the cost and risk, higher the level. Higher cost, higher level of decision making. It means, when I say high level of decision making, it means the decision making will be more stringent with higher cost, because the decider will see the value offered at such a cost. Then the next type of people are the buyers. Buyers are basically who buys on behalf of the organization, on behalf of the firm or organization, and he is basically known as the purchaser in an organization. He is mostly part of the purchase department. Purchase department who handles the purchases in the firm or organization. And here the most critical point is on time delivery. Critical point is on time delivery, because the other factors like technical, economical factors, value benefits are decided by the people before him. Like the technical factors will be decided by the user of the product, the economical factor will be decided by both the technical and economical factors will be decided by the decider, and the value benefits again by the decider. Value benefits by the decider, economical by the decider, technical by the user, based on some influences. So the buyer critically finds on time delivery as a most important thing, because he doesn't want to answer to the management on late deliveries. Now, the last type of people are the gatekeepers. They are very important people as far as the organization is concerned. Gatekeepers are basically responsible for flow of information in an organization. Flow of information in an organization, and they can be a secretary, a receptionist, or finance people, etc. Is a very important source of information, because for him technical or economical factors are not important for gatekeepers. He is somebody who transmits information in the organization. So the marketer should make the gatekeepers as sales agents for the company. Sales agents in the sense it is not direct employees. They should be the influencers here. Influencers based on information. Influencers on information, not on technicalities. It is an influencers on information. So it is very important in this particular role. When you do this, these gatekeepers, they go to the management and they stand before the management and ask for the approval for the particular product or service. So with this, I think you would have learned a lot about actual users, influencers, deciders, buyers, and gatekeepers who are part of the decision making units in an organization. In our next session, we'll meet you with yet another topic in marketing. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.